Hi everyone at Practice Indie. This is Derek Cook. I'm here with Brittany, and we wanted to do a quick video based on the workshop that we did last night. If you weren't able to make it, I'm really bummed. We had an awesome time. We'll be back, don't worry. But yeah, I just wanted to give you like a little taste of what we were able to play with, some of the techniques that we were doing. So this first video is going to be a little bit of hip action. This is really good if you are working with some like restriction in your lateral rotators or your outer hips, your butt, in other words. Yeah, thank you. If you're someone who practices yoga, we're looking at things like malasana. We're looking at even some deeper twists. If you are a strength training, CrossFit person, we're looking at squats. So being able to get to like the deep range of motion of your squats. So really, anyone who moves around, this could be really helpful for it. So we've got a couple of our rad roller tools here. We're going to play with two specifically. The rad roller, which is this double round ball. You might hear it called like a peanut double roller. The ones that we're working with are a real soft version. So if you use the rad roller, we're looking at the green soft version. Other companies make good tools. What I'd love for you to find is the softest, squishiest version. It's way nicer. You know, I'm going to big things about like your tissue responds to soft work much more efficiently, effectively than it does like aggressive digging in. Your nervous system might like the digging in, that's a whole other story, and that's not insignificant, but your tissue itself really loves soft, gentle, slow, easy does it kind of work. The other ball we're going to work with is, thank you, this recovery round that we make it rad. So this one again is super soft and squishy, a little bit bigger than the double roller balls. You could use something that's a lacrosse practice ball, not a lacrosse ball. Like say, like for the most part, lacrosse balls are not bodywork tools. This is something almost the size of a tennis ball, but we want the like sort of give that this has. So these are the two tools we're going to work with right now. Let me give these back to you.
Thank you.
What you're going to do is, once you have your tools, you're going to come down towards your back, almost like you were going to set yourself up for a bridge pose. Then you're going to lift your hips up, do a little bridge, and take your double roller. You're going to place it right under your SI joints. So it'll go horizontally, one the left side of the very top of the butt crack, one on the right side. And so the little valley of the double roller kind of straddles what's called your pylondial cleft, or the very top of your butt crack. Once you find that, put the body weight down onto the ball, so you sort of sink your weight down. This will give you a moment to sort of acclimate, and it also helps you to figure out if you're in the right spot. So if this causes your pelvis to go into like an anterior tilt, or you know the private parts drop down to the ground, I want you to scoot the balls closer to your feet. If this causes you to go to a posterior tilt, or the lower back dropping down, I want you to scoot the balls further toward the head. So you're nice and balanced. By now it should feel kind of nice. You can hug your right knee into your chest. You can rock your hips around a little side to side. You could even open the knee out to the right, do little circles. You could, and you know, this is the time for you to play. You could extend your leg up to the ceiling. You could internally and externally rotate the leg. Open the leg out nice and wide. Anything that feels good. You do want to avoid the sort of pain response, and that's that catching your breath or, you know, seizing or sort of contracting. And so go ahead and switch. Put your right foot down, hug your left knee into your chest, and play around on this side. You open the knee out to the side, take it in a little circle, straighten the leg up to the ceiling. There are a lot, you know, you say this a lot, there are a lot of specific techniques, and that's good. And the real sort of value and beauty in this kind of work is the exploration. So as long as you're avoiding that pain response, as long as you're able to breathe easy and deep, as long as you're staying away from bony landmarks, then you're doing it right. Okay, now take both knees, hug both knees into the chest. You know, wiggle your hips a little side to side. You could turn this into a happy baby. Grab the pinky toe sides of your feet, rock your hips out a little there. And as you're ready, I want you to come to like a Supta Baddha Konasana. So put your feet together on the floor, slowly let your knees drop open. And then do the little rock again. Rock your right knee closer to the ground, your left knee closer to the ground. You could even do like a little shimmy with your pelvis, with your hips, like hike your right hip up, your left hip up. Yeah, have a little fun. I say all the time, there's very little in life that can't be fixed with the appropriate butt wiggle. So.
Correct.
All right, when you're ready, place your feet flat, lift your hips up. Take the tool out from underneath you. Put your butt down on the ground. Take your feet about as wide as your mat and let your knees drop in towards each other. And take this constructive rest as an opportunity to just breathe, to check in. So together, take a big inhale. Just a big audible breath out. You can do that for real though. Big breath in. Cool. Let's keep going. Put your feet flat. Lift your hips up. Take your recovery round or your lacrosse practice ball, the squishy one, and you're going to place it directly into your right SI joint. So you just had two balls and one was in the left and one was in the right. This will be in just where the right one was. It'll be in the top left corner of your right butt cheek, in other words. And then straighten your right leg. You can keep it on the ground. This doesn't have to be hard work. But take your left arm, reach it across your body all the way. And then the key to this is the hip hike. So as you roll to your right side, I want you to like scooch your butt way out behind you. And then roll back to center. Just do that a couple of times. Roll over, pike the hips out, and then roll back. Okay, the next time you do it, stay there. Keep your left foot flat on the ground and your left knee kind of up towards the ceiling. Then what I want you to do is come towards your right forearm. This is going to start to get intense. And at any point you find it hard to breathe easily, then you stop there. You sort of, retrograde your movement a little bit. If it feels like a good idea, try a little like dragging half of a happy baby. Drag your right knee, the other right knee, towards your right armpit.
That one.
Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah, that's the ticket. You could then do what I have trademarked as the Jane Fonda. You'll straighten your right leg and slowly lift your right leg up and then back down. So you may remember Jane Fonda from such jazzercise videos and the Thigh Master. It's classic. Classic. You could do a happy Jane Fonda baby, so lift your leg up, bend your right knee, straighten your right leg, and put it back down. It's all that's like happy baby and Jane Fonda together. And then the last move you'll do is you might hook your right ankle on top of your left knee.
Right ankle on top of left knee.
Yeah, and then, butt wiggle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when you're ready, unhook your ankle, lower your leg, roll back to your back. Lift your hips up. Take the tools out from underneath you. Put your butt on the ground without anything under it, and then just check. Hug both of your knees into your chest. Just notice the similarities between your left and right side and the differences. And then let's do the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Feet flat, lift your hips up. Ball's gonna go under your left SI joint. So when you do this, do make sure this is not in the back, the lower back, or above the bowl of the pelvis. I want this in the glutes themselves. Straighten your left leg. Reach your right arm across your chest. Roll towards your left side as you scoot your butt way out to the right. Yeah, beautiful. And then the other thing I'll say, a couple more of these is there's no such thing as too slow. There is definitely the potential to do this too quickly. Speed masks things. So if you're looking for change, you need to be attentive. And you find that attentive through slow and thoughtful and controlled movement. Okay, you're gonna roll your side one more time. You're gonna come up to your forearm potentially, maybe even all the way up to the hand. The higher you lift your chest, the more pressure you're gonna put in the balls. And then you do your little dragging happy baby.
Happy.
Yeah, super happy. Not uncomfortable baby at all. You do your Jane Fonda. It's an excellent Jane Fonda, by the way. It's almost like you practice
Been waiting for
It's
this.
like my whole life I've been waiting to do a Jane Fonda. Happy Jane Fonda, baby. And then eventually you might hook your ankle on top of your knee. I will say too, the ankle on top of the knee, y'all, that is an intense choice. So I would fully expect that to be, something you don't even access until a little time into this work. You've got time, by the way. You will not make, drastic life-altering changes in one 10-minute session. However, you will put yourself on the road there. So, have a little patience with yourself, with your body, with the change you're trying to engender. Don't rush it, in other words. Okay, when you're ready, unhook the ankle, come on down, roll back to your back. Take the stuff out from underneath and go for, something, a happy baby, Paschimottanasana, or a forward fold of some sort. Anything that feels interesting to you. And then once you've done that, go ahead and put your feet wide, knees together, and take a few, maybe even minutes, but moments at least, to breathe and to relax and allow the tissue to integrate, the fluids to rush back in, the change to start to happen. All right, give that a try. Let us know how it feels. If you have questions, if you have thoughts, please don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll see what we do. Talk to you soon.